dishonest system keeps us linked to the power grid. What would become of the unionized and governmentalized power plant control if its subjects, citizens, were no longer to need them? Free energy suppression, or new energy suppression, is a theory that technologically viable, pollution-free, no-cost energy sources are being suppressed by government corporations or advocacy groups. Devices allegedly suppressed include perpetual motion machines, cold fusion generators, torus-based generators, reverse-engineered extraterrestrial technology, and other generally unproven low-cost energy sources. The alleged suppression or weakening is claimed to have occurred since the mid-19th century and allegedly perpetrated by various governments, agencies, corporate powers, special interest groups, and fraudulent investors. The special interest groups are claimed to be associated with the fossil fuel or nuclear industry, whose business model would be threatened. American engineer and inventor Nikola Tesla is nowadays famous for his work on electricity and energy. He developed the alternating current system, making it possible to transfer electricity over vast distances, and worked on wireless communications and energy transfer. He was a brilliant but also very eccentric thinker, claiming to get visions and displaying odd behavior in public, like an obsession with personal hygiene and pigeons. One of Nikola Tesla's attempts to provide everyone in the world with free energy was his world power system, a method of broadcasting electrical energy without wires through the ground that was never finished, but his dream of providing energy to all points on the globe is still alive today. The idea is to install Tesla coins in every house. If you can send less electricity over a transmission line and have it lead into a household Tesla coil, let's say 5 watts, that 5 watts would become 500 watts, or 20 volts would turn into 20,000 volts of electricity. So why haven't we done this yet? Greed and government. But some say the work of such invention was finished, only to be stolen after he passed away in 1943. The blueprints never to be seen again. So that leads us back to being on a power grid system in the year 2020 still. What could make our power grid go down? Well, one instance would be a solar storm, the Carrington event, aka the solar storm of 1859, saw a huge solar coronal mass ejection unleashed at Earth's protective magnetosphere, producing an epic geomagnetic storm the scale of which modern civilization has never before witnessed. As a barrage of charged particles collided with Earth's magnetic field, intense auroras lit up the skies around the world. But with strong electrical currents sweeping across the globe, the repercussions went far beyond colorful visuals. Telegraph systems covering Europe and North America were gone. They went down. An event like this could be catastrophic if it happened today. It's not just lights going off, it's bank accounts disappearing. If you think what would happen if the stock exchange was taken offline for a week or a month, or if communications were down for a week or a month, you very quickly get to a point where this might be one of the most important threats the nation faces, bar none. Grocery stores would be out of food within days. Gas would be gone. No TV, no phones, internet, everything we have grown accustomed to would be gone just like that. A lot of people who thought they had power would be just another Joe who puts his pants on feet first. It would truly be a Walking Dead scenario, but without maybe the zombies. Unless the sun's radiation would do that from the flares. I don't know, maybe we should ask Frank Darabont. He might know. So what's the chances of that happening today? Because we have so much more to lose than just a telegraph system. It is said there's a 2% chance of a solar storm like that of 1859 happening today. 2%. A probability close to 2%, which is what we have calculated for a highly intense storm, should not be overlooked. If we take into account the consequences of such an event, governments should have action protocols to react to such disasters in order to inform and calm the population left without electrical energy and no way to communicate. We cannot forget that there will be very little time of reaction before the unforeseen arrival of this type of storm. So in a nutshell, the only way to prepare for such an event is you can't. You can only prepare for the uncertain aftermath.